is Enoch. Enoch, welcome, the man from Uganda.
Yes.
How are you?
Thank you so much. Bishop, I'm so glad to be here on this panel. My name is Enoch Chitonde Chija. I am from Uganda and I'm a member of OFC, House of Faith. I'm excited about the topic that we have to discuss today, investing in real estate. I work as a chief trainer of Digital Adverts Limited, and it is one of the plans that we usually talk about. Some of the advice we give people, the young people after making money, some of the lines to invest in is real estate, shares, and things like that. So I'm excited today to learn about how not to be washed, because there are very many scammers in that industry, real estate. So I'm really expectant tonight. I want to know how to invest, what to look out for, and things like that. Really excited.
You mentioned of scammers.
Yes.
Is Uganda the same as Kenya in terms of scammers?
I think it is Uganda and Kenya, they feed from the same mother.
Who is this man? Is it his son?
And another thing that inspired me, when we came into real estate, is we had been scammed ourselves in the pyramids. And I was looking, I had tested money a little bit. And I was thinking, what can I do? What can I do for me to support myself in the ministry? And so when he talked about real estate, and he talked about property management, it came in handy. It came in well for me. So I just got into it, and God opened opportunities. He opened that field for us. We saw a gap. Normally in business, if you want to do well, you got to seek for a gap. You got to seek for a gap. So one of the things that really made us go inside it, into that gap, is because many people in this field, they are not trustworthy. And when we tested ourselves, we found that we can be trustworthy. And so we decided to get into it to create honesty, accountability, and effectiveness into this business. And that's what we do.
I believe so. Yeah, it's quite the same, because at least it gives us a segmentation and an understanding that even if someone does not have this big amount of money, maybe to buy an established property, you know, they can maybe begin with something affordable. Maybe that, for example, land. I understand in Kenya it's not as expensive as buying land that is already developed. Maybe one that has a building or a property that you have to develop. So I am understanding it is a way of someone can enter into the market of real estate. Yes.
Yeah, another way is, of course, you acquire land for speculative purposes, whereby you buy land.
What do you make out of all this, Enoch?
Well, thank you so much. I love the discussion, and I love the way you flipped the chart, and that gave me some courage that even with 1 million, someone can start to invest. Because that is something that it's a challenge, you know. Someone would want to enter into the market of real estate, and they think, oh my God, I need maybe 5 million, 10 million. And before you know it, someone has wasted the entire money, you know, all that they have worked for. So I believe when you give us a chance to come into that industry with whatever amount we have, that is encouraging. For example, for the young people today, people are working so hard and they don't want their money to sit somewhere, because that is where scammers come in. Because you have money and then this other quick deal comes in. You find yourself investing into it and then splashing all the money. So I love the fact that there are plans. In fact, if there is any plan, you would be clear on us, where someone can invest with 1M or any amount, maybe less than 1M, if that is possible. Because right now, real estate is something, like Mama told us, something that is real, something that is tangible. Land has been here and it will be here forever. So it is some industry that we really need to concentrate onto so much. And then you talked about due diligence. I believe due diligence, like Mama has emphasized here, it is something that we need to pay attention, because we are trying to preclude the scammers, people who come in to, you know, spoil the industry, things like that. I think we have lawyers. Are there lawyers?
Yes.
I think lawyers can help in this line. I believe there are also, they call them surveyors.
Yeah.
Surveyors.
To identify where the land is.
To identify where the land is, because I believe there are also people who can stage chiefs, they can stage people, locals. You come there, because they know someone is going to invest big, they stage locals here. So you ask the wrong people. So due diligence, I believe that is when you don't mind spending extra to involve lawyers and maybe surveyors just to give value for what you are buying. You're investing in over 5 million. You cannot just, Papa told us here, people transact in the dark. I don't believe in that. You don't have to transact like a poor man. In Uganda, you call that being a poor man, transacting in the dark. It has to be in the open. Real estate is something serious, and I love the submissions today. Yes.
Would you?
Well, as a young
and
person,
why?
As a young person, it depends, because when you talk about buying an apartment in the city, I think it comes with a price. It comes with a price. But of course, the young people who are really successful, they have made it in life. I would go for buying an apartment because I know that I would do away with the burden of, having to construct all over again, to build all over again, because that is time, those are very many charges. So if it was there and you could give me the prices, as a young man, I would go in for the apartment. But I'm looking at the other side, whereby I can't afford an apartment, but I have maybe less than $1 million, and I'm hot, because we do training. We tell people, do not have money at hand, you have to invest it in things that are really genuine or lucrative, and real estate is sounding high. So for me, I would look at that option of buying land, let it appreciate as I get more money, maybe, and then maybe construct.
What do you have to tell somebody who wants to invest in real estate?
Thank you so much. It's a blessing today to learn in depth about real estate in Kenya. It's an exciting venture. I'm very excited that today we get to know that even the young people have a place in this real estate industry. It doesn't matter how much you have, as long as you are excited, you are ready, the opportunities are here. I want to just emphasize this. I think real estate is a deal. In Uganda, in 1972, one of our presidents had to fire Asians. These are people who are already established. They had land, they had property and things like that. He gave them 90 days. Please leave. 90 days, can you imagine? And to carry a few, kilograms with them. But guess what? 50 years later, these people come back, and because they have the right documentation, they were able to reclaim the land, ownership. So real estate is something serious, something tangible that I believe when you get the right people, for example, Bishop here and Mama here, they have the information that you need to really invest in real estate. It is a good thing to go for. And I've learned a lot.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a place you can put your money in.
Absolutely.
And you're sure that the returns will always be there.
Absolutely.
Alea?
I think real estate is a good idea. We had tried many other businesses and they had a big drawback. But as we became patient with real estate, as I said in the beginning, we are where we are. We thank God that we tried, and somebody should be encouraged to try out.
Yeah, be encouraged.
Yeah. Yes. Land will always be there. That's what I'll tell you. And there is still a lot of land. Don't say that land is finished. You can still invest. And there are also a lot of transactions. Those ones who got these buildings before, they are still selling them, and they are still buying others. So it's an area that will never reach the end. So you can still invest in real estate, wherever you are, wherever you go. Yeah.
Mine is to the young people, especially those people who are trying to raise their first investment. I want to encourage you that there's a lot of opportunity in this country. You don't have to reside in the heart of the city for you to make it. You can actually go slightly further out of the city. Nairobi is becoming big now. We're now not talking of Nairobi, we're talking about the metropolitan, which stretches all the way to Thika, Kabati, all the way to Kajiado, and Machakos, Remuru. And in that bigger area in Nairobi, there's a lot of land opportunities whereby you can be able even to get a small portion of land, might be an eighth of an acre, at slightly less than even 500,000 shillings or thereabout. Don't think it is too far. Very soon that place will be the center of everything. And if you have your small amount of money, go there, buy that land, keep it for 5-10 years, In 10 years, you'll be very, very surprised at the capital appreciation and the fact that very soon that area will also be very, very occupied. In the same way, there's a lot of opportunities as we've had in the counties. Today, now you don't have to reside in Nairobi. You can go to the counties, your county, there are for 7 of them, and there's a lot of opportunities and cheap land that you can buy. Remember, it's not about coming to the city center to buy something or the city to buy something. You can actually go to your county and look for opportunities and buy land. Land will always appreciate, as somebody said, and that's a very, very good investment. So